new unified world champion, Jaron Boots Ennis. Oh, mate.
You holding it down for me?
I've been holding it down for about an hour.
For real?
Yeah. Xander's gone to hospital.
For real?
Yeah, he's okay, but just for precaution. So he won't be in it. Guys, questions? Raise your hand. You'll get the microphone.
Boots, congratulations. What was going through your mind in the third round?
Huh?
What was going through your mind in the third round?
I was chilling, cool, calm, collected.
Nothing. Gotcha. Do you still want to be undisputed? Is the goal?
Most definitely, undisputed for sure.
Oh, wait.
Hold on, wait to the mic, yeah?
Hey, Boots, Radio Raheem down in the front. Did I hear you correctly? Because sometimes I can't hear in the arena. Did you say that you weren't hurt in the third round?
No, I was chilling. You know, I just a little lazy on the inside. Got quoted a good shot, but I was cool. Yeah.
Did you feel like that third round was the toughest round of your fight career thus far?
I don't know. I don't know. I'm cool, calm, and collected. You know, when it's madness going on, I just get calm. You know, and just be patient.
I mean, I asked you these questions because, granted, you know, you stopped him in the seventh. It was a tremendous performance. But from the audience side, it looked like a tough fight. It didn't look easy. It didn't look, like a walkover.
Yeah.
Where do you rate this fight competition-wise?
Oh, solid competition. Xander, a great fighter. Hope he okay. Whether he move up to 60 or stay at 54, I think he'll be a champion again.
Is Fedora a name that might be on your mind?
Bring him on.
Thank you.
This is Chris Murray from the Philadelphia Sunday Sun. I got to ask you a question. With all the crowd booing you and all, did you actually draw some energy from that? Did that make you want to get out there and take him on even more?
I loved it. You know, I love the booing. You know, as I was playing into it, you know, with the going like that. But, yeah, I love it. You know, it turned me up even more.
David Langer, Sports Talk Philadelphia. Jaron, so first off, how does it feel to be the champion in another weight class, and what does it mean to bring the belts back home to Philadelphia, and how do you feel about defending those belts in front of the home fans back in Philly?
I feel great. I feel tremendous, you know, to be able to. It's my second weight class, unified, you know, and like I said, this run right here is called the Legacy Tour for me. You know, I'm here to take over this division and be the face of boxing. You know.
Boots in the middle. Sorry. Sorry.
Bozy, Boots said that he was chilling in the third round. What was your perspective from what you saw from the corner?
He was chilling. I had to put some hot water on him.
I come back to the corner. He like, yo, man.
Because I know.
Yo, man, stop playing. I'm like,
he like to have fun though. Y'all gotta calm me down sometimes.
I just got a little lazy a little
Then
bit.
he get a little lazy. He lay back sometime, and you know what I mean.
Cause it be so like
It'd
easy.
be easy.
Yeah.
You see, like he love to fight, man. He can box. You see, first round, how many jabs that boy got hit with? You know what I mean? He didn't throw the right hand behind it, and then he throw the left hook behind it. Just kept on jabbing him. He like to play. He like to have fun. I always tell him to have fun doing it though, but get him out of here though.
What was your level of concern while that was happening in the third
I
round?
wasn't worried about nothing that Xander had when it come to Boots. I wasn't worried about nothing at all. When he fights, I don't worry, man. I don't worry at all. They can hear me, brother.
Boots and Bozy, over here.
That's right. That's right.
So for the fight, you came into a hostile territory. It was probably like one of the only times that you've been booed. You've been on the opposite side.
I ain't gonna lie. I don't think they really was booing them.
No, you know when I hear it's boots.
No. Nah, I get it. No, but from our vantage point, they definitely did. But from our vantage point, there were a lot of Puerto Ricans in the crowd. You know, they were backing Xander.
I love Puerto Ricans though. They all stick together.
Oh yeah, for sure. But y'all. But my question was, do you guys feel like you won?
I'm talking like I'm supposed to talk.
Do you guys feel like you won over the crowd? And Boots, can you give yourself a grade on tonight's fight? And just in the third part, Virgil came out and said that he was going to sleep you. So I just want to know your comments on those.
Why he ain't take the fight in the beginning? You know what I'm saying?
He just,
Bro, I ain't be talking, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I'm trying to tell you, I'm really different. He gonna see firsthand. Cause he gets hurt a lot. He flat-footed, and he been dropped multiple times. When he get hit by me, it's gonna be different. I'm trying to tell y'all.
And what would you grade your performance?
My performance today, I gotta go back and watch it. I'll probably give myself probably like a C though. I know I'm way better than that, you know. And like a C plus, you know. I'm way better than that, you know. I was into the corner a little bit, not too much, you know. They was telling me to do speed, and I was one shot popping. You know, it's the shots that you don't see. You know, I should have been using a little bit more speed, but you know, everything is gonna be good. You know, we're gonna go back to the the lab and get ready. You know, and take over this division, sharpen up.
Jaron, congrats on a great performance and the knockout. It seemed like, you were hitting him with the jab early in the first 10 seconds of the fight, but you ultimately made it a fight and not just a boxing match. And made that young man fight for his life and made it a sink or swim kind of matchup, kind of fight. How much of that was on purpose, to break him in this fight? And do you feel like you broke him and it was smart of the towel to come in after that third knockdown? You got him to a knee.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. After this, he should probably stop in like the fifth. It was like the fifth round. I think he should probably stop in the fifth round. You know, he was taking a lot of punches and things like that. But yeah, that's about it.
I know you've been tired of hearing about Terrence Crawford throughout the build up to this fight, but he did tweet something that definitely seemed like in relation to this fight, without saying much, but given a tweet right after the fight. Any response to Terrence Crawford, who had something to say?
Yeah, we ain't worried about what he got to say. He retired. You know, we focus on task and taking over this division. We ain't worried about no retired fighters.
Yeah, y'all keep on throwing Terrence up. Terrence, he's retired. Leave Terrence alone. Let him do what he's supposed to do. You know what I mean? Have fun and enjoy his family.
Boot.
Who that?
All
All of them. I don't care who makes the statement. You know what I mean? I'm just telling you like it is.
But
Yeah.
right.
Boots Bosey, man, congrats. Hell of a fight, hell of a performance, man. Question, were you more shocked that he made it out of that first round assault, or that he got up from that perfectly placed, the second knockdown? Were you more shocked that he got up from that or made it out of the first round?
I don't know.
The world wants to know.
I mean, the first knockdown, I wasn't trying to like really rush it. You know, I knew he a game fighter. You know, he got good fundamentals. You know, he's a solid fighter, and he was a champion for a reason. So you can't just go in there and rush it and try to get the knockout. You know, you gotta be patient, and that's what I did. So, but the second knockdown, I definitely thought he was going. I ain't even gonna lie.
I want to count it. I want to see the count back.
Yeah.
What did he get up at? 9 or 10?
And he was wobbly too.
I felt like he was still on a knee at 9 or 10. I don't believe he was on his feet fully at 10. But
Did you think that? Excuse me. Do you think that Xander was a better fighter than you expected? Did he getting up off the canvas, continuing to fight on until he got stopped? Did that surprise you?
I knew he was a solid. I kept saying it. I knew he was a solid fighter. He got great fundamentals, or good fundamentals, and he a young hungry champion. You know, he wasn't gonna back down. You know, he had the confidence, and just levels.
I was hearing a lot in the build-up to this fight that you don't mind getting hit. You accept being hit so that you can stay in the pocket and exchange. Was that a decision you were making tonight, or was Xander landing punches?
Who said that?
This has been the narrative in the media. Well, Jaron gets hit. That's not what I'm saying. But Jaron gets hit because he lets himself be hit so that he can stay in the pocket and in exchange.
Right.
So the punches landed on you were to Xander's credit.
I mean, you could say that, but then it's me having them little lazy moments and just not like, being sharp like how I'm supposed to be, and you gotta get out of that habit, just them little lazy moments, and we're gonna go work on that on the gym, fix those things.
And lastly, giving yourself the C+, is that all you would work on? Or is there any other adjustments you would make looking back on the fight?
We're gonna work on everything. You can't never think you can't get better. You can't get too big headed. I'm gonna go back to working on whatever I need to work on, whether it's a jab, movement, defense, just work on everything. Just get better.
Congratulations and thank you.
Appreciate it.
A question for you, Eddie. Where do you think Boots should be on the pound for pound list right now?
Should be.
In your opinion?
All I say is he should be on it. You know, I've said before, it's all very well having pound for pound quality, which he has. Everyone knows he has, but you got to rack the wins, and he did it at 147. He beats Danny Ennis, who was the number one in the division, who no one wanted to fight. And now he's moved up to 54. He's become a two-time unified two-weight world champion. So, you know, pound for pound list is the pound for pound list. We don't, you know. But for me, of course, you enter the list after a performance like that.
Quick question for you, Mr. Boozy. What kind of water are these people drinking in Philadelphia? And you have some of the greatest fighters to come out of Philly. You have some of the greatest fighters to come out of Philly. You've never seen a bad fighter come out of Philadelphia. I mean, you've been around many of the great fighters from Philadelphia. What goes into making these great fighters coming out of Philadelphia? Could you share a little something with that?
Say it again.
You have some great fighters coming out of Philadelphia. Some of the greatest fighters. You've never seen a bad fighter come out of Philadelphia. Of course, your son is a great fighter also. Just wanted to get a little recap.
Well, Philly is the mecca of boxing, man. You want to make it, you come through Philly, you got to make it. Once you come through Philly and you make it through Philly, you can make it anywhere.
Guys, last question.
Congratulations, gentlemen. That is what New York City boxing is really, really about. It really reminded me of Miguel Cotto, Sergio Martinez, Madison Square Garden. I never felt the garden shake like that, and that's what this evening felt like. It was really boisterous shaking. I know you guys spent a lot of time promoting the Virgil Ortiz fight. You guys went down to his fight, his last fight, got in the ring and promoted it. Now, I know you're talking about you want to chase the belts as well. Is it a priority at this point for you in the Virgil Ortiz fight? Is that a priority for you?
I'm here to be undisputed and break up these belts, but if we can't get these other guys and Virgil Ortiz available, let's make it happen.
By the way, we flew to Texas.
We went down there on our own.
To sit there with no tickets, right?
And it was trying to
no one wanted us there. We didn't have any tickets in the corral. We sat backstage. DAZN ended up putting us in the corral. They didn't want us to go in the ring. We found our way to get in the ring. If Virgil Ortiz, who I respect and I like the guy, if he really, where is he?
Right.
I would be fucking crawling here tonight.
Senior said that you guys need to do more to earn a fight with him. Do you think tonight was enough?
Yo, what? I don't know what he's talking about.
He said that.
Listen, listen. That was before tonight, right? Yeah. Listen, we don't need to prove nothing. We don't need to chase a fight with Virgil.
It was more than enough.
Yeah, okay. But what I'm saying, listen, we're not getting into that. What I'm saying is, listen, and I said this before Boots come in. We are not going to sit there with full of arrogance like some people would right now and say, tough luck, Virgil Ortiz. He's the unified world champion. He's a superstar of the sport. Get in line and take your 15% for a voluntary defence. That's what some people would say if they were arrogant. What we say is, we love the big fights. But we took that Virgil Ortiz fight. He signed for that fight, right? We took that fight for no belt. We took it for the fans to prove he was the best. Unfortunately for Virgil Ortiz, the team, everybody, Everett, Sean, we did an unbelievable job to land the unified world championship. And now he's the unified world champion. So, sorry, Virgil, in a way, we want to be undisputed. But we don't rule out that fight. It's a big fight. But he's about legacy. As he said, it's the legacy tour. It's the IBF and the WBC to win. And that's the plan. Ladies and gentlemen.
Jaron said at one point that you wouldn't let him fight Conor Ben when you had Conor Ben. He said absolutely not.
Yeah, because I liked Conor Ben at the time. And yeah, listen, Josh Kelly's a much better fighter than Conor Ben, with all due respect. Conor Ben's a huge name. He's done a great job. Josh Kelly's a great fighter. Very talented, good footwork. And he wants the big fights. Josh wanted to fight Xander Zayas. Josh wanted to fight Fundora. Josh wants to fight Boots. So let's make Josh fights July 25th. Maybe next is Josh Kelly against Boots Ennis for 3 belts. Or, you know, no, it's not high. No, we're unified here. But Louis DeCubas has already messaged and said, let's make the Fundora fight. It's a huge fight. Boots against Fundora, huge. But guess what? He did it. And he's a unified world champion. And he's the new fucking superstar of boxing. Ladies and gentlemen, Jaron Boots Ennis.
Yeah, y'all see the joint trim, don't y'all?
He's devastated.